Well, basically, when I started to do it, it was like a little bit like I didn't know what to expect, but I knew it was a nice experience. I was with the nature, connected with the nature, and that's what I wanted. And it was like my goal was to be relaxed, to be connected with the Mother Earth, and at the same moment without shoes, with it give me like such a nice feelings. And yeah, so I really enjoy it so much. I was in another dimension, so I was quite relaxed. I was like with myself in the middle of nowhere, and lost somehow. And it was like so happy, and my body was like relaxed. My heart, my soul, was everything like yeah, totally in peace. So I really like it.
My favorite activity was um, the picture activity where we had to bring a picture of ourselves when we were a kid. And we had to try and think back of the moment that the picture was taken, who was it taken by, what were we feeling back then, and what was going on through our minds back in time. I really like this activity because it allowed me to somehow I cried during this activity, and it allowed me to feel in in as a group, to feel sadness as a group, that in a way that I don't usually do.
So the activity that I liked the most was the River of Life, because we had to think about our personal history very deeply and face with all the things that happened to us in the past. It was very intense for me, and it take a lot of time to do it, but I loved it.
So my favorite activities was the River of Life because I needed to look back to everything in my past, and I needed to just focus on the most important event in my life. And I realized that there were some challenges that were really important for me, and I look at the reality, and now I'm in the present, and I went through this and I learned from this, and was really nice to share it with someone and to find out that maybe we were feeling the same or just being understood from another person. So this is the activity that I like the most.
Okay, my favorite activity was the forest bathing that we went in this village, and I loved that we were alone in this activity, and I didn't wear my shoes from the beginning, and the forest was so beautiful, and I felt like I was a child again, running around in the forest and dancing by myself and just exploring everything, trying to answer the questions. So, yeah, it was really playful for me, and that was my favorite.
I really loved the part of being into the woods. It was really connecting to have all the trees around you, listening to the air moving, and I was frustrated to leave myself vulnerable to other people to move me. So I really got creative by moving Eula's hands like this. It was so artistic for me to see how people respond to my guidance and how I feel them touching me and experimenting with me. So, as a person who doesn't get to that point really easily, it was so liberating and like an adventure to get to know yourself, get to know others, and let your hands free for a moment. I just loved the feeling of moving and listening to the birds, and it was like we were Dora the Explorer, but in a more creative way.
Actually, the most impactful activity was the past, present, and future activity for me because I felt that really vulnerable, but it felt me like a feather and a bird because I'm not sure about that I can open myself, but it's I really made it and I really opened myself, and after I expressing my feelings, I'm just so light as a feather, and I liked it.
The trainer of the vulnerability training course, and it's over. And my experience right now is a bomb of emotions and like trials and errors because it was a very intense experience for me to be able to guide so many people into their self-discovery journeys. I'm very satisfied with the level of how much I let them and be and open themselves, and how much responsibility they took for themselves. I'm very proud of the people coming here and being open-minded and being ready to really share their inner challenges and like to connect with people around. And I feel that this word vulnerability now, it's a bit more easy to use because sometimes we use this word and we feel that we cannot use it. So I feel that now people are feeling that being vulnerable is okay, being open with your wounds or with the things that really you don't like sometimes, it's okay, and you can find people to connect in that way.
Vulnerability training course was a journey of a deep connection between the participants, where the youth workers and young leaders coming here on a first day to discover and become vulnerable. And vulnerable here was a word, it's more like a keyword that opened a lot to all the youth workers, show empathy and become vulnerable with each other, that open a lot of space for every person to go more in a deeper connection with the others. Because and this training course was aiming to equip the youth workers, young leaders that is working with other young people with tools that could help other young people to open up and create a space of well-being. And that was about this training course. The deep connection that happened, and some participants were we observing from the first day till the middle day and the last day, how it's evolved for every participant, how everyone was sharing that I don't know what else that tomorrow will come, but tomorrow is adding something beautiful to them. They share, they gain more tools, they share with other youth workers and all participants and with the staff, and we are very grateful for this connection that happened between them. We believe with this training course that youth workers and young leaders have been equipped and had an open space to share what they would love to do with other youth workers or young people in their communities. Having all of this all together to come with all the tools that they have been gaining here and come back to their country and sharing with them, this is very impactful among the participants, where we're seeing by our own eyes how it's every day is impacting the participants, and how they say, I'm gonna take all this with me and I will be forever grateful because from this opportunity it has changed my life already, and I can feel it, and I know that this future for me, it's because of this training course. This is for us, we are forever grateful and thankful for all participants that have been here. Thank you.